Hey guys, Victorian Garden here. I just wanted to do a little update for you guys, a resin update. And this is also kind of a order confirmation slash update for my friend Crystal, who goes by Crystallized Morphine here on YouTube. And I will also include the link to her page in the down bar. But she ordered a coaster from me, and she wanted it wolf themed and in specifically gray wolves, and she kind of gave me free range on it to, use my own imagination as to what it should really end up looking like. So I came up with a kind of a idea of having two wolves and a moon. I thought the moon would look great in the center where the actual drink would sit. So that's what I ended up doing, and with a little help from my mother as to her opinion, I really wanted to put a second wolf here in the background, but I didn't know if I should have like half a body or the whole thing. And my mom was like, well, she wants a wolf, you should put a whole wolf in there. So I was like, okay, I'll put a whole wolf. And then over here I just have the close-up of a head of a wolf, and he's howling at the moon. And then down here at the bottom I put cotton balls. I used cotton balls to make like clouds or smoke or mist, whatever you want to call it. But I think it came out pretty good. And I just glazed it the night before yesterday, I guess. And it came out gorgeous, extra super shiny all over. And I just love it. So there's the wolf, and he's howling at the moon. Sorry, my light's not too great. The sun's kind of gone behind some clouds, and he's just howling at the moon, but it's really, really sparkly. And then there's this wolf here at the bottom. Sorry, there's like a huge glare, but if you lay it down you can see him. And he's kind of like behind some of the clouds. His feet are behind some of the clouds, and he's looking over here towards this guy, and he's smaller because he's supposed to be like kind of farther in the distance. And so there's the moon, and he's howling at it, and there's the fog or clouds. And then the background is just a mixture of like blue and iridescent, and I kind of wanted it to look like the moon was extra sparkly around the sides of it. So it's like extra sparkly around the edge of the moon, around the ring of the moon. And then the sides, you can't really tell it on camera, but the sides are actually darker because I did a black background, which is also really, really sparkly. See? And I left less glitter around the edges so that the black would shine through, and it would make it kind of like a like a vignette around the whole tile coaster thing. So it looks pretty cool when you see it in person. And like I said, it's really sparkly, but the sun went behind some clouds, so you can't tell too much right now. But anyway, that's how it looks. And last night I sanded down the edges, sanded off the extra pour-over resin. So now I just have to go back and glaze that tonight. And then it should be dry within a couple of days, and I'll be able to send it out. And I also made you, Crystal, a special piece, but I'm not going to show it. I want it to be a surprise, and I hope you like it. And I also included a bunch of extras since you sent me like a miniature buddy box, so I'm not showing you those either. Sorry. But I hope you like everything, and I hope your dad likes his coaster. So, alright. So that's all for the update for the coaster part. This is just some stuff I've been working on lately. I know I showed you a lot of these pieces last time, but I finally got around to glazing them, sanding them, and then putting bails on them. So here's my mustache, and I put a little bail on him and sanded him. Now I just have to go back and like glaze the sides and the back of it. So that's how he looks, and he's sparkly. Alright, he matches the background. Ha ha ha. Okay, and then I finally glazed this piece, and I had taped the back of it so that none of the resin would pour over and glop up on the back. So you can see it around the sides where it poured over. So I'll just have to go back and sand that off. And then here's the front part. This is like a custom order cross also. So it's just really, really, really sparkly and pretty. Oh, I swear, when I want to do my videos, the freaking sun goes behind freaking clouds. And here's another cross that I made. And it's pink in the center, and then around the sides, it's just like a pearlized white color. It's kind of an iridescent white color. See, it's kind of like purplish and pinkish, and the back's been glazed, and the front's been glazed. And I know it looks kind of like wrinkly, but that's just the texture of the cross, because the cross was molded from an iron cross, so you know iron isn't perfectly smooth, and yeah, it's meant to look kind of rustic. So it's been glazed on front and back with this really pretty iridescent resin. So it's really, really sparkly, and this sun is just not doing it justice. I don't know what's wrong. But it's so sparkly. Okay, so there's that one. Then I also finally put a bail on this one. This was like amongst some of the first pieces I ever made. So I finally did it, and I had to sand down the edges because there was like pour over resin on it, so I'll have to go back and glaze that. Then I put a bail on my cupcake, so it's looking good. I just have that and it's done. And I also went back and domed resin on the front side of my rainbow knuckles, so they're really sparkly. And then I also domed the back side, so it's really sparkly and pretty too. So those are done, but they're still just a tad bit flexy, so it needs to harden. And then I poured a second rainbow brass knuckles, and I used all Martha Stewart glitter in this one, and you can tell the difference because on here I used Recollections, and the Recollections orange, I used the apricot, and so it's a lot paler in comparison to this Martha Stewart one. Let's see, look how dark it is. Alright, so, and the one I just recently poured, I poured it all the way to the top, so it's really nice and thick. So hopefully this one will harden a lot faster than the other one did, or is taking. So this one, I sanded it down yesterday night, and now I just have to dome the backside with resin also. And it'll be done, and it's so pretty. I really like how it came out. And then with the leftover resin from this one, I've domed it with a really sparkly iridescent layer, so it's super, super, super sparkly. I had pour over, and I poured it into one of my heart molds, and then I just swirled in some pink and orange nail polish, and I really like it. It's really, really pretty. So I think I may just leave it like it is and then dome this part on the front with resin. I don't know. I kind of like it translucent. Okay, well, that's all of that. And then I had a lot of other pour over resin from other stuff, so I poured it in this owl, and he's not coming out the way I wanted. I don't know, I don't like him. He's a fail, but I'll still finish him. He's really pretty and sparkly. You can't tell, but he gradiates from red to orange to yellow. So did his tummy. But I messed up on his tail, and then I had poured like this orange layer, this neon orange, and I really don't like how it turned out. So next time I'll probably just do like, I don't know, white or red, something. But I don't like him. But I guess I'll finish him. Maybe someone else will like him. And then yesterday I went to the hardware store. They had their lighters on sale at Weekly Watson's. And I got this really pretty pink one for 99 cents. Because my other one that I got from Dollar Tree finally ran out of gas. Alright, and I also got, oh darn it, where did I put it? Darn, I don't know where I put it, but oh well, I was going to show you. I had gotten some confetti in from Listia, and it's just little party hats and like confetti stars, and they're like itty bitty. But anyways, oh, and in the coaster, I used these images. They're like the moon. I just printed them out and cut them. And this is the wolf I was originally going to use, like on the side. Sorry guys, I'm shaky. But then my mom was like, no, you need a whole wolf. So I used this wolf right here. And I just, you know, cut him out with an X-Acto knife and put him in there. And then here's the head that I used. So I like the way it came out. It's really pretty, and I hope you like it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will talk to you guys later, I guess. So rate, comment, subscribe, and